Here is section 3, the first part of the Relearn packet. Section 3. Take a look, and are there any of those that you would like me to discuss with you? Okay. Any of those? Michael, head in the game here, right? Let's go, Joe. Any of these that you want me to discuss that you don't follow, that you're not clearly understanding? Okay. Yes?
For number 3, I got for H5.
Yeah, that's what I got.
Is that an 8 and a 2?
That's an 8 and a 2.
Is it a 3? I thought it was a 2. Yeah, that's the problem. I thought it was a 2. So it should be 4h to the 5th. Thank you. Okay, let's go to the next page. Scan 2. Oh, hold it. Oh, you know what? I guess I don't have the answers to 7, 8, 9, and 10. I can tell you them, though, because I know I did them. 6. Here we go. Ready? Number 7 is 2 times 10 to the 4th.
Wait, 0.2?
Number 7 is 2 times 10 to the 4th. Number 8 is 7 over 2. You have to divide everything by 2 in that one because it doesn't say y equals yet. Number 9 is 10. That's easy and straightforward because it's in y equals mx plus b form. And number 10, remember, it's subtract the y, subtract the x's, keep the order the same. So it's y sub 2 minus y sub 1 over x sub 2 minus x sub 1. And that would be negative 3/2 is the correct value for number 10. Okay? Doesn't matter if that negative's top, bottom, or just in front of the whole thing. You can't have 2 negatives though. If you have 2 negatives, it's positive, so you're wrong. Okay? All right. Next one. Here's the graph. Take a look at your work. Notice the check. It's very important that you do the check. Look at your paper. Did you do the check? As long as you try to do the check the right way, even if your answer is wrong. Guys, head in the game. Even if your answer is wrong, if you try to do the check the right way, you're going to get the 3 points for doing the check. But make sure you write both equations and you check both answers in both equations. All right? Any questions?
No.
Okay. Let's go now to the third page. And this had 2 questions on it. The first question is an elimination method question. Remember, they're lined up on top of each other, all aligned. X's are over the X's, Y's over the Y's, numbers over the numbers. Okay. A is equal to positive 5. And then when you plug it back in, B is equal to negative 2. And it does say to check, and you'll notice that I wrote out the check. I wrote the original equations and made sure they work. Manny?
For 12 like that, A equals 4,
Yeah.
and B equals negative 1, and I
Yeah.
checked it, and it worked out fine.
I did too.
I don't know. It looks like mine's checking too. Did you have the same original? Did you do section 3 or did you do section 2?
Section 3.
You sure?
Yeah, I did it too.
Because A equals 4, and
I don't think so. That's 156. Let me look over here. And that's 161. Yeah, it's not going to be 4. You think A is 4 and B is what? You think A is 4 and B is 2? That won't work because if A is 4 and B is 2, then 5 times 4 is 20 and 7 times 2 is 14 and 20 minus 14 is not 39.
never mind.
Okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought you were on the wrong one. Yeah. All right, so you might have the right answer to the wrong one. All right, section 3 is the one we're looking at. Now, any other questions about this one? All right, let's scroll up now and take a look here. Okay.
What equals 3?
This is a substitution one. This time you substitute for y because it says y equals 3x plus 2. Notice again the check is done. I always want to make sure that check is being done. I don't want to lose points. If there's 3 or 4 times on this test that you have to lose, that you're going to have to check. And if you can do the check, it's worth, I think, 9 points out of the whole 100. And if you can't do the check, it's like automatically dropping your grade from an A to a B to a C, or a C to a failure. We don't want that to happen. Okay, any questions?
Oh, you're right.
All right, now we go to the last one, the donuts and coffee. And this time I paid attention and made sure I did section 3. Okay, the donuts is $1.25 and the coffee is $1.50. Okay? Any questions?
What's the C equal?
C equals $1.50, D equals $1.25.
There's no check on the one. There's no check, right?
No check, not necessary. But can I tell you something? Alex, I always check it anyway, because then I know I'm right. Now, if I ran out of time, I wouldn't do it. But if I'm done and I got 5 minutes before the period ends, I would just do, whatever, 5 times $1.25 plus 4 times $1.50 and make sure that I get $12.25. That way I know I'm right and I can catch a mistake before it happens. Okay? Any other questions on this?
No.
All right, so here's the deal. You know, I've said this so many different times, and I think it is so very, very, very important. I think there are many times in the course of our lives, and in this particular case it happens to be in this course this year, where a mirror is held up to us and we get a chance to choose what reflection we see back. And if you choose not to do your work, then you're choosing all the consequences that go with that not doing work. And some of those consequences, God bless, are pretty severe. And on the other hand, if you choose to do the work, you have a chance to make up for some things that didn't go so well just a couple of weeks ago. So I hope that you're locked in, I hope that you're focused, and use the rest of this period wisely. Just like yesterday, I'm gonna call you up, make sure you did your work, check it off. Candace, you don't need to come up because I saw yours yesterday. And then I will, tomorrow, collect them all. And as long as you have it done, then you get to get that other grade dropped, which I think should be something that appeals to a lot of you guys. Yes?
For the second, the one under where the equal sign is, the one looks like the 33, it's like, it's all looks all scribbled out.
Yeah, oh, I see what you're saying. That said, I think, $33. 33.00, okay? All right, so we're all good. Diego, I think we know better. Let's get started on that work. If for some reason you got ahead of yourself and did the packet yesterday, redo some questions now, keep working on it, and I will go over this or I should say tomorrow we have our test. So
Tomorrow?
tomorrow is the test, yes. Basically your last bit of prep is section 4 for this test.